Hi, everyone. I am so excited to welcome Olivia Angelescu today. She
Yay.
is a media strategist for time-starved women solopreneurs. She helps
Mhm.
them skyrocket their brand and build their email so that they can grow their business fast with smart and free PR strategies. We love free.
Yes, we do.
She's also a full-time homeschooling mom of two daughters who are 7 and 2, which is amazing. I'm so impressed.
Oh, thank you so much, and thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here and share my stories with you and whoever is watching us.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining me. So let's dive right in. I would love to hear when and why you started your business.
Okay, so first of all, I had a really great corporate career before actually starting my business. So for a little bit more of 12 years, I've been a CFO in a big corporation, and then I also worked for a few years as a high-level management consultant for a big corporation. So I was traveling a lot, and I thought that I was living the life that everybody should live, right? Traveling a lot, having very good pay and all the benefits. And suddenly, in 2010, when I was 30 years old, I experienced two major life events only 3 months apart. So, first in June 2010, I suddenly lost my father at a young age. He was only 50. And I got to watch him die full of stupid regrets, like
Mhm.
not having been able to travel 300 kilometers away from his house to visit a place that he always wanted to visit. But,
Mhm.
he always thought that he's going to have all the time left to do that. And it was not true. And then in October 2010, I became a mother for the first time.
Mhm.
And it has been such an overwhelming and deep emotional journey for me. Experience those both sad and happy life events at only 3 months apart
Yeah.
that really made me take a good look at my life, accept that, and realize that we don't get to live forever. Anything can basically happen to us at any time. So this made me put my life into a perspective and focusing on finding how I want my life to look at, to be like.
Mhm.
And having my kids was instrumental in building my dream business because as I said, I was working a lot, I was traveling a lot. So in my first years of being a mother, I felt like I missed a lot of important moments in with my kids and with my family. So I knew that if I want to change my career, being able to set up my own working schedule is very important. So this is one thing. And the second thing was I had a very deep, and I still do have a very deep desire to show to my daughters, and not only to tell them that you can really achieve anything you want in this life if you put your mind and your heart at work and focus on this. So I didn't want to be that mother that goes to work, that dreads, that finds, that finds every morning, uh, uh, every Monday morning, she dreads going to the office, and she's not happy, and she doesn't feel fulfilled, and she doesn't feel like she lives her life at her full potential, but still telling to my daughters that they can do this. I didn't want to be a fake example. For me, it's important to teach my kids through my own example. So this is the second thing that led me to build my dream business today. So basically, I started my journey back in 2010. And I managed to actually build and grow my business during the past 2 years. The first 5 years, let's say, I spent on really diving into what this online business means and what I really want to do.
Yeah. So what are you doing now? Tell us more. I mean, I love PR. I love marketing. I'd love to hear more about what you're doing with media strategy.
Okay. So when I was just starting out, I mean, I was born and raised in Romania. I'm not a native English speaker. I have a very strong accent, as you can tell very easily. So I started my business from sub-zero, not from zero, but from sub-zero. And this is sub-zero means when you don't have any connections to promote you. You don't have a lot of money to invest in paid promotion. So I had to find a way of building my email list and growing my brand while not spending my entire savings on this. So I love to write. So I always love to write. I since being a little girl. So naturally, also because I'm a total research nerd. So obviously, all those three things combined led me to try guest posting. And I was amazed of how powerful this can be for building your list, for making you get visible instantly and for free. I mean, you don't have to pay nothing to anything to guest post for other blogs. You just have to invest some of your time.
Yep.
So I successfully used guest posting to add my first 1,000 subscribers to my email list. I only did it in 5 months, which back then was pretty impressive for me because I never thought that would be possible. And then I started to show to other people how they can do the same. And this is what led me gradually to becoming a media strategist, to say. And in this role, I help time-starved women just like me to find more quality guest posting opportunities and podcasting opportunities, and I teach them how to write their pitches. I give them all the information they need to send their pitches like in 5 minutes or less, so that they can. I basically take away all the guest posting overwhelm, which I know a lot of people experience.
Yeah, it can build so quickly.
Yes. When you don't love research like I do, and you open your laptop and you tell yourself, okay, today I'm going to research 10 websites that would be great for my guest posting strategy. And then you go to Google and you don't know what to do next. So, or a lot of my clients find this overwhelming, they think that nobody's going to pay attention to their pitches. It's like not believing that they're good enough to get featured on Forbes or whatever big website out there. And this is not true. I mean, it's just a perception.
Yeah, so there's like a mindset piece too. It sounds like you help them with the strategy and getting out of their own limiting belief.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And it works. I'm very happy when my clients achieve their guest media dreams. So recently, I had this client who got 38 media opportunities in 1 month. And because of that, she added 2,000 subscribers to her email list in 1 month.
Wow.
So, and I'm so happy. I mean,
1005. So that's awesome.
Yes, it is. So yes, this is what I do.
What tips do you have for women with businesses who maybe are interested in building, that they're excited by what you just said, but they are not quite sure next?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
On my end. Is it working? No. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
But I cannot see you.
Let's just go, even though I'm not showing for some reason. So I was just wondering. Great. Okay. So for women who are excited by what you just said, they like what they heard, they want to grow their following, what kind of advice do you have for them on how to get started, their PR or getting out there in the media?
Yes. So the way I approach a media strategy. Hello?
I'm still here.
Oh, you are still here. Okay.
I'm still here.
I thought that. Okay. So the way I approach and the way I see a media strategy for everybody is approaching it like a ladder thing. So step by step and level by level, and building your way up from the basis to the top. The base is your own website. So first you have to prepare your own website. You have to publish at least 5 to 10 very added value articles on your blog, so that you have something to showcase when you send your pitches to any blogger or editor out there. And then you should first start with pitching easy websites, easy to write for websites. And those are websites that don't have, millions of monthly readers. These are websites that are looking to publish quality content on a daily basis. And they are happy to publish an article from anybody, as long as that article corresponds to what their readers want to read. And it's very easy, actually, to get on those websites. Then, once you have, let's say, 3 to 5 guest posts published on the easy level websites, you should go to the medium level websites. And these are websites with a bigger traffic, and that usually require some writing samples before accepting your pitch. And then based on, so after you have 3 to 5 guest posts published on the medium level websites, you can go to the top websites. And the top websites would be like, in the business field, they are Business Insider, Entrepreneur, Forbes, and so on. And another tip I have is, because a lot of people think that if they write for a website that doesn't have tens of thousands of followers, of readers every month, it's not worth it. And I want to emphasize one thing in terms of results. So in terms of how many subscribers can you get, or how many followers can you get from one guest post, the traffic numbers are not important, like at all. They're just like a indicator, a general indicator of the quality of the website. But what matters the most is how engaged the readers of that website are. So, for example, I have a client who published one guest post on a tiny website addressed to working mothers. And we all know that we mothers are very engaged when we are in a group or together in a group, or we read some mother's blog, and we usually, because it's very emotional for us, whatever we are reading out there, and if we resonate with that content, we get emotional, we comment, we share those posts. So from one of those websites, my client got 1,000 new followers to her Facebook page, and the monthly traffic of that website was I can't remember exactly, but was up to 10,000 per month. So it was not a big website at all, but the readers were that engaged that it was wonderful for her to get featured on that blog.
Yeah. Wow. Your stats are so amazing. You're really inspiring me to be even more active getting out there. I love being a podcast guest, and guest posting is not really something that I've done very much. But I think I need to do it. This sounds
you should do it. You should totally do it. You'd be amazed.
Well, thank you. Okay, so this is amazing. Tell me about what kinds of challenges you faced while building your business and how you've overcome them, especially being full-time homeschooling with 2 children at home. How do you do this?
Actually, so when I first started out my business, in my first year in business, my kids were going to the regular school. I always wanted to homeschool them, but I wanted to do this once my business is on track. So once I surpassed that stage in my business where I'm all anxious about how many clients I'll have this month and so on, because I really wanted to focus on providing quality homeschooling to my kids, not worrying all the time about if I'm going to make it or not in my business. So we started homeschooling last fall. And it's been great because I reached that level in my business that allows me to work only for several hours per day. So I'm only working 3 to 4 hours every day from Monday till Saturday. And I usually do this after my kids go to bed. So during the day, I just focus on my family, on being a present mother, on homeschooling them, and on building good memories with them and for them. And I feel I'm really lucky to I never thought possible that I never thought that I can really do this someday. So I have clients on 4 continents, and I get to earn even more money than I did when I was working 12 hours every day and traveling a lot. But the financials are just a bonus, really, for me. So what is important is, and what I'm most proud of, is the fact that I succeeded in building my career around my life, and not the other way around.
Yeah, and you're living the dream.
Yes, I am. I can hardly believe it, but I am. So what was really challenging for me at the beginning was to nail down my business idea. I had so many different potential business idea that I thought, so I never had the patience to sit down with just one idea and implement it and see how it goes. And I felt a lot of overwhelm and a lot of anxiety. And I also, I have been fighting a lot with my limiting beliefs, like this imposter syndrome that we hear about all the time. So I didn't think that. So whenever I wanted to implement a business idea, I was always thinking, who is going to listen to me? I mean, who am I to teach them this? Even if I went through that particular challenge, I successfully solved it, I knew everything about that topic, I was fighting this imposter syndrome every day. And now coming to the advice part, first of all, I would advise anybody to start working on their dream business, even if things are not perfect. Okay, so don't wait to have everything aligned. The stars will not align, like never. So you'll probably hate your website. You'll think your branding sucks. So just go with it. Just do something, because in this way you'll gradually validate your business idea. You'll build momentum from your first wins, and this will actually give you the kick you need to move forward and really live your dream.
Oh, this is great. I am feeling so inspired. I am sure everybody who watches this is going to feel so inspired too. How can people contact you if they want to know more, or if they want to hire you because they want to get 2,000 subscribers in a month?
Oh, yes, that would be great for everybody, right?
Yeah.
So my website is oliviaangelescu.com, and they can see my website on the screen right now. And I have some cool freebies on the website, like I give away my own 2018 social media content calendar, which is full of 365 content ideas that are fully customizable for any type of business. And I also have my free strategy for free marketing that I personally used to get my first clients, my first paying clients. So I think this is gold for anybody who is just starting out. So I encourage you to go to my website, and you'll have a page called free resources in the menu, and there you can find anything you want.
Awesome. Those do sound like gold, so I hope everyone signs up for those.
Yes.
Well, great. Thank you so much for your time today and for all of this information. I think you said it best when you called it gold. It sounds like business gold to me. So I'm going to be sending a lot of people your way to hear more from you and just learn what you have learned and what you're teaching now. It's really amazing. So thank you so much for joining me today and sharing all of this.
Well, thank you so much once again for having me here and sharing everything I know with your audience. It really means a lot to me.
Well, great. All right. Well, sorry that I disappeared halfway through. I don't know what happened. The show must go on. But thanks everybody for watching this, and I'll see you next week.
Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
I think it still thinks we're live. My computer is just not happy today. I don't know what's going on with it.
Talking about things not being perfect, right?
Yeah, exactly. And, I think this is such a good example of what you were talking about.
Yes,
it's never going to be 100% perfect.
Yes, and this doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. So.
Okay. I think we might just have to close out of the window to actually end this. So let's reconnect in our Facebook message.
Okay. Bye-bye again, everybody, and good luck with your dream business.